next thing that we're going to talk about is tents or your shelter. There's sweet tents like this that are big enough to have a stove in them, a floor, multiple mats and cots, or much simpler ones that are smaller with just tent poles, or even just a tarp that you make into a shelter yourself. There's a bunch of different options, and it really depends on what kind of camping you're doing. One of the biggest things is if you're going to be using a tent, they're rated for how many adult people they can have in them. So you have a 4-man tent, a 6-man tent, and you can find any of them, all the way from 1 man all the way up to 15, sometimes 20-man tents that are super big. So depending on how many people you have going camping, might depend on what kind of tent you get. There's also, kind of similar to sleeping bags, there's ratings on tents. A lot of them will say 3 season if they're not rated for winter, meaning that they're a little bit thinner walls and maybe not as waterproof. Or some will say 4 season or all season if they're a little bit thicker, a little bit more insulated, and might be better for colder weather if you're going camping in the snow or during the winter. So those are all things to take into account.